Good morning, children. In the previous class, we learned about the mirror formula. Okay, mirror formula states that 1 by f is equals to 1 by v plus 1 by e. Okay. In the last class, we learned that how to derive this equation. That is how to derive this 1 by f is equals to 1 by v plus 1 by e. Okay. Okay. Next, today, what we'll be learning is that we'll be learning that how to write the sign conventions. Normally, the sign conventions plays very important role in the spherical mirrors. Okay, sign conventions. Sign conventions in the spherical mirrors. Actually, what do you mean by sign conventions? Sign conventions means, now as we are having of the mirror formula, that is 1 by f is equals to 1 by v plus 1 by u. So in this we are having of f focal length, v that is image distance, u the object distance. Therefore, we represent some values, that means some positive value or the negative value basing on the type of the mirror. Okay, basing on the type of the mirror that we are using, we represent these values. That is, we represent the focal length, image distance, and object distance as a positive or the negative. Okay, on what basis? Okay, sign conventions say that on what basis we represent them with the values. Okay, for this we'll be using of certain rules and regulations, children. Okay, what are the rules and regulations? Just we'll see here. The rules and regulations of the sign conventions in the spherical mirrors are, first one is that all the distances should be measured from the pole. All the distances should be measured from the pole. Should be measured from the pole. All the distances should be measured from the pole. Okay. What do you mean by this one? That means if we take a mirror, whether it is a concave or a convex, normally P here, F here, C here. Therefore, when we are measuring the distances, that means P to F or P to C, or anyway, that means whether we are measuring like this, that means if we want to measure the distance between the pole and the center of curvature, which is called as the radius of curvature. The distance between the pole and the center of curvature is called as the radius of curvature. The distance between the pole and the focal point is called as the focal length. Okay, focal length. Therefore, when we are measuring, compulsory we should measure from the from the pole only. We should not measure from the any value to the pole. Okay, always we should measure from the pole. That means when we are measuring, when we are writing, we should write PC, not CP. We should write only PC. Okay, we should not write CP or FP. We should write compulsory. We should write that PF. Okay, PC. PF is nothing but the focal length. PC is the radius of the curvature. Therefore, that is the first rule. All the distances should be measured from the pole only. All the distances compulsory, they should be measured from the pole. Okay. The second one is that the distances measured in the direction of the incident light, should be taken as negative. Should be taken as positive. The distances measured in the direction of the incident light should be taken as positive, and opposite to the direction of the incident light should be taken as negative. And opposite to the direction of incident light, incident light should be taken as negative. Okay. The distances measured in the direction of the incident light should be taken as positive, and opposite to the direction of the incident light should be taken as a negative. Now I'll explain that what is this direction of incident light. Okay. That means what is how we should take positive or how we should take negative. Just I'll explain the second point. Okay. The second point is that all the distances should be taken as positive in the direction of the incident light. What do you mean by this incident light? See here. If we take a concave mirror, don't think that I am always taking of concave. We can take convex also. Okay. Later we will be learning about the convex. Why? Because it is easier. That means learning of the properties of anything with the concave is easier than that of the convex. Okay. Now, here, see, if you are taking any object, that means here, I am taking of an object between F and C. Okay. Therefore, whenever I am drawing of the ray diagram, okay, this is AB object. Okay, according to the first rule that any light ray traveling parallel to the principal axis after reflection, it will be passing through the focal point. And the second rule is that light ray traveling or light ray passing through this focal point after reflection, it travels parallel to the principal axis here. Okay, here the image is found beyond the center of the curvature. Okay, all these already we learned in the previous class. Okay, now here the distance is measured in the direction of incident light. Okay, distance is here. How it is? Here the object is over here. Therefore, incident light means the light which is coming. The direction of the incident light is this one. But according to the first rule, what all the distances should be measured from the pole. Therefore, we should measure from the pole. How we are measuring? From the pole only. But what is the direction of incident light? Okay, it is the direction of incident light. Incident light is nothing but the light which is coming from the object which is incident on the mirror. Okay, therefore here, how we are getting? Here, this is the direction of the incident light. And compare of the first rule and the second rule. First rule is that we should measure from the pole. When we are measuring, is this both opposite or same? They are in the opposite direction. See here, the distances measured in the direction of the incident light should be taken as positive and opposite to the direction. Here both are opposite to each other. In here both are the opposite to each other. Therefore, how we should take that one? How we should take here the distance between the object and the pole, which is called as the objective distance. Normally U, object distance is denoted by U. Therefore, object distance should be taken as negative here. Object distance should be taken as the negative. Why? Because object is over here. Then what about the V? What about the V? That means final velocity. That means the final image. Okay. That means the image distance. Where the image is found? Here the image is found. Okay. Here the image is found. Following? The distance is measured in the direction of the incident light. In the direction of the incident light should be taken as. Okay. Here we should take it as what? Negative. Here we should take it as the negative. And here also, if you can see over here, this is the direction of the measuring. That means we are measuring from the pole. Therefore, here, how the incident light? Same this way. Therefore, how we should take? Positive or negative? Negative we should. Okay. Here, what is the focal point here? Here is the focal point. Therefore, here also we should take in the direction. Here, this is the focal point, incident light, and if we are measuring over here, when we compare them, F is also negative. Okay. Therefore, for the concave mirror, U is negative, V is negative, F is negative. That means in the mirror formula for a concave mirror, all the terms, that is U, V, F, all three are the negative. Okay, all the three, they are negative of the concave mirror. Okay, children. But in special case, in one case, okay, it will be positive. That means what is positive? Okay, what is positive means V is positive. In special case, V is positive. How it is V is positive? Means here. Have you understood, children, this one? Okay. Now listen. I am taking up an object. Here, here see. The object is in between P and F. When the object is in between P and F. Okay. Here we get the image like this. Okay. The image is found over here, somewhere here. It forms up the virtual image. Here, what is the incident light? This is the incident light. That means object is over here. Therefore, what is U? U is negative. U is negative. Why U is negative? The direction of the incident light. Okay. Now you measure the image distance. Image is formed over here. Image is formed over here. Direction of the incident light. Okay. Direction of the incident light we are taking. Okay. Next, we should measure from the pole from here to here. What is the direction? Both directions same or different? Same. Therefore, V is positive. V is the positive. Then what about the F? F is the same side, no? Therefore, F is negative. Only in the special case, that is V, okay, V is positive. Only V is positive. That is when the object is placed between the pole and the focal point. Okay. Then we are having of the third rule. Okay. The third sign convention. The third sign convention. This is very, very easy. The third sign convention. The third sign convention is that, okay, all the distances above the principal axis, should be taken as positive. And below the principal axis should be taken as negative. What do you mean by this one? Here, this is the principal axis. The line which is passing through the pole and the center of curvature is called as the principal axis. If the object is above, it is positive. If the object is below, it is negative. Above the principal axis positive, below the principal axis negative. Okay? Above the principal axis positive, below the principal axis negative. Okay, children? Therefore, here, what are the sign conventions? There are mainly three sign conventions are there. First one is that all the distances should be measured from the pole. Okay? Second one is that the distances measured in the direction of the incident light should be taken as positive, and opposite to the direction of the incident light should be taken as the negative. Okay. The third one is that above the principal axis positive, below the principal axis negative. Okay. Just I'll explain one example of sign conventions of the convex mirror. Okay. Okay. That means the sign conventions of concave mirror. The sign conventions of the concave mirror is that, okay, U is negative, V is negative, as well as F is also negative. But only in one case, that is U is negative, okay, V is positive, and F is also negative. Okay, this is a special case that when the object is in between, okay, between pole and the focal point. When the object is in between pole and focal point, okay, we'll be having of these sign conventions. Okay. Tomorrow in the next class we'll be learning about the sign conventions of the convex mirror. I thought of explaining today, but it takes up some to have the clear explanation. Okay, it takes some time. Therefore, tomorrow or in the next class I'll be explaining about the sign conventions of the convex mirror. Okay, children. Thank you.